All right, Max here. Wanted to show you an example of how tuning can help your car get the best for the modifications you've done to it. This is a crate motor. It's an LS6 crate motor from GM, and it has the stock manifolds on it. All right, they ran some calibration tests. Super Chevy did, and more performance in North Carolina. They strapped it up to a dyno, engine dyno. You can see the stock manifolds are there. This is the baseline run, horsepower and torque. All right, then they went added in some headers. All right, these are typical F body headers, not for Camaro, but anyway, they got some headers they added in there. Now let's take a look here at the graph. You can see, all right, this just with adding the headers in. It's the black line. All right, take a look at the gray line. Not much of a increase in horsepower there. So if you just spent, typical $800 or more on some headers, you really should invest in some tuning to make the best of that money. Now look, you see the increase. This is after the tune, after it was calibrated. So there's a 25 horsepower jump. So you got some increase in torque and in horsepower. So they also did some additional modifications to the inlet for the intake, the throttle body, and they got a little bit more horsepower. And at the end, in the end, this motor ended up with 450 horsepower. It was 416 from the factory, from GM. With the headers alone, they got another 25. They tweaked the throttle body. They got an additional total amount of 450 horsepower, which I find is nice for the LS6. That is a great motor, and just wanted to show you the typical gains you can get when you tune your car for some modifications. If you did an intake, just a cold air intake, I personally wouldn't spend the money until I went to the headers or an exhaust. So that's just my take, just to get more bang for your buck when you go to a tuner. All right, so if you're located in Atlanta, in or around Atlanta, I do tuning. You can look for my information in the bottom in the link description. Also, I'll put a link description to this article from Super Chevy at the bottom of this video. Happy New Year to you guys. It's December 31st. Take it easy.